All right, you guys, there has been a major emphasis on 53 lately. I first caught on to it researching the World Series. I found that there was this man, Sherman Jones, that the recently constructed bridge crossing the Hoover Dam was dedicated to. Sherman Jones is a very curious name. He played in the World Series 53 years prior to this previous World Series against the Yankees while playing for Cincinnati. But he started his career with the San Francisco Giants, and once he was finished with MLB baseball, he became the mayor of Kansas City. So he had these connections to the World Series teams. His career strikeouts were 53 in total. So he pitched 110 innings. This was the 110th World Series. The World Series finished October 29th, 2014. 10, 29, 14. 10 plus 29 plus 14 sums to 53. Bochy, Bochy, add those letters together. 2 plus 15 plus 3 plus 8 plus 25 sums to 53. And the Giants have now won 3 of the last 5 World Series. You see the number association 3 and 5, 53, 5 and 3. That's not it. But anyway, it's been coming up a lot lately. It turns out it was the number on Election Day, which just happened Tuesday, November 4th. It was way more than met the eye, you guys. Let me show you. There are now 53 Republican senators, if you weren't aware, but that's not all. Let's get into it. So Election Day was November 4th, 11/4/14, Tuesday, and the 114th Congress was established. The 113th, 113 just finished. Now the 114th Congress decided on 11/4. Look how perfect that is, but it's even better. Who is the head of Congress right now? Who is the leader? John Boehner. Looks more like John Boehner, but he says his name's Boehner. John sums to 47, just like Ohio, the 17th state where he's from, the only state with a gematria of 47. It should be noted that the word president sums to 47 in gematria, just like Caesar. Boehner sums to 67, another number the Freemasons like. Freemason sums to words such as water, organic, soul, if you have one. Alchemy, lots of important words are 67. When you add 47 plus 67, you get 114, just like the 114th Congress, very much like the date November 4th. I mean, look at how perfect this is. And for those of you who don't know John Boehner, he's been in Congress since 1990. He's been a major player in Congress. He was the Republican who was even behind the No Child Left Behind Act, which has destroyed education in this country. This guy has been a major villain. Him and Newt Gingrich created that Contract for America, just total propaganda. John Boehner has been at the center of the United States Congress for over 2 decades, for those of you who don't pay attention to politics. So this was his day, John Boehner. Look at it, just how it lines up. It's amazing. It blows me away. John Boehner was born November 17th, 1949. That gives him life numbers of 33 and 77. Do you see how the math's done there? Those are the 2 ways to extract the numerology of the date. The year 49 is curious. We're also coming up on Super Bowl 49. In 1990, he defeated incumbent Congressman Buzz Lukens, who was going through a sex scandal. A sex scandal, of course. Isn't that how they sabotage everyone? It's just amazing how people keep falling for the sex scandal like that even matters. Let's look at the gematria of Buzz Lukens, though. The name Buzz sums to 49, the way he spells it. Lukens sums to 82. That number's been huge in Ohio this week. Yesterday, the Cleveland Browns defeated the Cincinnati Bengals in their 82nd matchup in all-time history. Star Wars also released its 7th title in gematria with the reduced method. It sums to 82. The word Armageddon sums to 82. Not too nice. And when Boehner first became congressman, he got 49% of the vote to win, supposedly. All right, so now what I want to show you guys is just how connected all this is. Remember, 114th Congress. Right now we have the 44th president. The word kill sums to 44. JFK, John F. Kennedy, was once shot from 411 Elm Street, the reverse of 114. The first president to ever die in office was William Henry Harrison, 4441. 41's the reverse of 14. He died on April 4th, 44, 44th president. MLK was assassinated April 4th. So have been many others. Anyway, let's just watch. Let's watch. This is President Barack Obama making a joke May 3rd, 2014, 5-3. Again, we got this 5-3. He's making a joke about John Boehner's skin color. It should be noted that John Boehner's skin color is orange. He's been notorious for being orange for a decade now. That's how they've always made fun of him on the radio and just everywhere. It's known that John Boehner is orange. But now I'm starting to wonder if this is actually something very sick, because in studying this gematria, I've realized that orange is the only color that sums to 33, like his life number. So anyway, let's listen to Barack Obama's joke.
Anyway, while you guys focus on the horse race, I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to be focused on everyday Americans. Just yesterday, I read a heartbreaking letter. I get letters from folks around the country every day. I get 10 that I read. This one got to me. A Virginia man who's been stuck in the same part-time job for years, no respect from his boss, no chance to get ahead. I really wish Eric Cantor would stop writing me. You can just pick up the phone, Eric. And I'm feeling sorry, believe it or not, for the Speaker of the House as well. These days, the House Republicans actually give John Boehner a harder time than they give me, which means orange really is the new black.
Isn't it sad, you guys? It's just like George W. Bush. The whole country's falling apart, and our presidents are up there cracking jokes. Like it's funny. And then rooms applaud and cheer. It's sick, you guys. That was May 3rd, 5-3. I'm telling you, this is all part of the script. All part of the script, you guys. 53 Republican senators. Look at this. So, 53 is the 17th prime number when you count the number 1 also. If you count 1, it's the 17th prime number. Ohio's the 17th state. Ohio sums to 47, just like the word Caesar, just like the word president. There's now 53 Republican senators. And in the news, they've been putting up the headlines, most Republicans in Congress since World War II, and 33rd President Harry Truman. This is all part of the coding for what's coming, you guys. You have to see what it all means. Do you know where FDR died, the 32nd president? By the way, FDR won his 4th term today, November 7th in history. November 7th, the 311th day of the year. 311, another number they like. That's today, the 311th day of the year. FDR unexpectedly died, if he even really died. He might have faked his death. In Warm Springs, Georgia, on the 33rd parallel. Georgia's the 4th state. Georgia sums to 44, like the word kill, like how we have the 44th president. The word hope sums to 44. All this stuff, you guys, are clues as to what's to come. So expect your president to fake his death. Well, it's going to be announced that he was assassinated, but I'm telling you, it's likely going to be a fake death. Just these jokes up here, it's all the giveaway. They know what's coming. They're doing this stuff by the numbers. They're reading a script. So, hope you guys can really see what's going on. If you're going to continue to vote, that means you're a dumb sheep. I should mention that the word sheep sums to 53. You guys, for those of you who think I'm a really nice person, I am, but I'm also a very angry person because I've been witnessing and understanding this since honestly before I was even old enough to vote. I don't know how anyone in this country is fooled by what's going on by these lying, smiling faces on TV. It's just sick that people are fooled by this. I mean, if we really are this dumb as a nation, I mean, it appears we are. If we really are this dumb, I won't finish my thought, but I bet you know where I was going. Hey guys, and with regard to that script, I just want to take you back in time. This is February 2009. Barack Hussein Obama helped reopen Ford's Theater where President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. And if you take the time to watch this, Abraham Lincoln, the actor, will hand him an illuminated plaque. That's what he refers to it as. For those of you who don't know, Ford's Theater was closed after Abraham Lincoln was assassinated there, and it wasn't reopened until the year 1968, a very curious year. That's 33 years before 2001. In that year, 911 was made the national emergency dialing code. World Trade Center construction began. George W. Bush graduated from Yale in Skull and Bones. George W. Bush is born July 6, 1946. His life number is 33, just like John Boehner. With regards to Barack Obama in his biography, he writes that he stayed consecutively in the country from 1971 up until his election in 2004. That's a span of 33 years also. So you guys, they're always coding these numbers everywhere. Ford's Theater was reopened in 68 and closed 9 years later in 1977. It remained closed until Obama helped open it 32 years later in 2009. Altogether, you guys, it just shows the script. I mean, this is all planned. Imagine it, having the 44th president, this number associated with death and assassination. The first president to ever die in office was the 9th president, William Henry Harrison, died April 4th. The next president to die in office will be the 9th president to do so. JFK was the 8th. It hasn't happened since. It's going to happen to Obama before the 115th Congress. That I can almost guarantee.